to Cavaibe. In today's episode, we're going to be doing some expansion, thinking like an urban planner in real life, or at least like urban planner does here in the Dominican Republic. As you can see, we are shy like 250 people to go to 4,000 in population, and we are growing very nicely by now. But right before we dig into the urban planning, we're going to fill up all the areas that we had planned before. We're gonna be filling this area over here, this over here, and we're gonna maybe finish this area in here. So let me do this quickly and we're going to be back in a moment. Okay, one thing that we want to do is to get rid of this power program, and we yet don't have the geothermal power plant. This is a nice problem solver. By now we're gonna have to stick with the old small power plant that we are using. Maybe we can build 2 of them so we can maybe stop thinking about power for a period of time. The day cycle is paused. One thing that maybe we have to explain is that I really didn't want it to go more into here, because since we have this highway right here that's gonna connect all the industry areas, we're gonna have to go through a tunnel. I'm not a big fan of tunnels, but we're gonna have to do it by now. The other residential area that we're going to be planning right now is gonna be over here in this area until we get to the oil area. And the first thing that we want to do is to build the arterial road into the area that we're going to be building our residential. First, we can do it by hand, since it's not gonna be that complicated. I don't want to go very deep into this area because it's going to be used as an oil specialized industry type. Maybe these people we're gonna work in here. So when we're planning these residential areas, first we want to see what we have in order for us to build the streets and all of that. This residential is going to be somewhat exclusive, or maybe I don't know how to say it, but we only want to have maybe 2 or 3 entries to the residential that we're going to be building, and only one of them will allow trucks and stuff like that to the residential. In here we're going to be using one of those 4U roads that has trees, so it can be more appealing. I don't want to use the same one. Maybe we're going to be going with this. Let's see. No, I don't like this one with the lines in the center. By now we're going to have to go with the same one that we are working in this area here. One thing that this DLC comes, and maybe I can show you, is with the native ability for you to change trees that are in the streets. You only click on the tree that you want and then click on the road, and as easy as that you can bring a whole new vibe to the roads that you're building, and without having to use any mods or assets to do it. we're going to be doing the same over here, but by now we want to stick on that. One thing that maybe we're going to be doing a bit later, or we have the ability to put it right now, is to put a toll booth in here to give that the vibe that you are entering to an exclusive area in this residential. All the entries and exits, we're gonna have this toll booth. It's gonna be like a gate to enter to the residential. Let's see if we can build a guideline that works with this one, with this road. Then using our friend the network Multitool, we can go from here to here much easier. Then we just have to upgrade the road. And this is going to be the main street of this residential area that we're going to be building. This one will go all the way to the other exit. Maybe we want to go over here and use our friend to build a nice, almost perfect curve that fits with the vibe that we have. And now we want to designate some areas in here, maybe the area for the park. We want it to be as centralized as it can be. Maybe this area over here. In here we're gonna be building parks and some stuff that the residential area needs to go. And then we're going to have built like 4 stages. We're going to divide this area into 4 small areas that are gonna serve as stages. In each stage we're going to be building somewhat a different type of house. This over here can come to here, and then we can match it over here. This area is gonna run through here, this over here, and this over here. Now we want to designate some district for each of the stages. This one over here is going to be Barlow District. I'm gonna call it Barlow Residence Stage 1. And now the way that we used to build in real life is that we only allow people to come through all the areas by one road. Then from this road and on, we are only gonna have one exit and one entry to the area. So now we're going to be building streets that will serve as entrance and exit to this area over here. We're gonna be using in this part the same approach that we had in the other areas, the 5 units gap with the crossings, with the walk paths in the middle, because they are working already and we know that people like those and they look very good. I don't know why this happens. but we can fix it with the zone adjuster. This is another mod that I use a lot. Then we can force zoning. Let's see if this helps. No, this is going to be the one. Somewhat. Let's keep on doing the normal stuff. Now we're going to be adding the water quickly. Maybe later we're going to be extending those roads to maybe, or maybe not, we're going to be doing that with the network multi-tool. We want to use the picker first, then with the network multi-tool what we're going to do is to copy the curve that we have over here. So what we're going to do is to select those nodes. We want to come backwards, select those nodes, and then we're going to this toggles the free camera mode. Let's see, Control plus space. Maybe you can do it with Alt. You can maybe go faster, not that. Shift. We go. Okay, this is good. Let's do it like this. I'm going to be pressing Shift because I'm having a problem with the keys. We have to change the keys because they are used to do two things in different mods. Now, one thing that maybe somebody can explain me why this mod is doing this to me is that it builds two roads instead of one. Then I have to go node through node, select the node, move it a little bit further, and then come back and delete it. If someone that is watching this video knows why it does this thing, you please let me know so I can maybe fix it and do the stuff as it's supposed to do it. Now let's connect those roads. Okay, this is the way that most of the residential areas work in the Dominican Republic. Somebody that is very rich has a big portion of land, and then he decides that he's gonna be developing something so people can come and live, and he can make money because he's going to be selling all these properties, maybe all the land or maybe the houses, to someone, and they are going to come to live in here. This is going to be the stage one because we need to be building by stages. In here we want to do something maybe more, a little bit different, maybe something exclusive, because maybe these ones are cheaper than this over here, because this one is in the hills, these ones are the regular ones, and that's how things work in here. We're gonna be giving this guy a center road that comes from here to here, and then we're going to be building the same. In here we maybe want to build houses that are 3x3, so we need to leave a gap of 7 units. We're gonna be leaving this, we have in here 7 units. Now the houses over here are going to be slightly bigger than these ones. That's gonna be doing the difference in what you have in one part and in the other. This one will be called Barlow Hills. I like this one. Barlow Hills Stage 2. Let's change this to, instead of residence, let's change it to hills, because it's more appealing to me, hills. In here we can maybe use our theme manager. We have to enable theme manager to get a different type of houses, maybe the European or the international. Let's see what we have in any of those. We were checking the theme manager to see which theme we're gonna be using in here. We can see the type of houses that we'll be plopping. What I did is, what I select in display, I select include, then I went to the size. I want only the 3x4, 3x3 and 3x2 maybe. These ones are going to be the ones that will be plopping. We don't have 3x2, we have 3x3. These ones will be showing up, and these ones are the 3x4 that will be showing up in this area here. One thing that we want to check out, because we can maybe download a theme from the Steam Workshop, is that we have houses that are level 1 and level 2, because if we only have level 3, 4 or higher, they won't ever appear any house. We need to have at least one of each level in order for us to have the ability to start growing this type of building in here. So right now, let's paint the residential area. We don't want to paint anything over here because we want some separation from the other residential that we have in here. This is going to be somewhat like an exclusive area for living. Maybe we can do something in here to separate these two, is to use a fence. Maybe the city park fence is going to be the one. We can snap to the center of the grid, just like the, well, no, we can snap through here because we already have houses in this area over here. Now, to keep with the vibe, we can go parallel to the road that we have. Then we can go back to here, to this area over here. Temporary, we're going to build it on top of the road. Maybe we have a guideline over here that can help us. Or maybe we can do it even easily with our very good friend, the network Multitool. Oh my god, this is okay. Now that we have the fence selected, we can go to parallel road. No, this side, no, not this side. Maybe it's this side, through here, then to here. Select enter. And I don't know if we have the same problem that we have with the road, with the fence, and we can see that we have it. So I'm gonna be deleting this and we're gonna continue in a moment. The only good thing about this problem that is happening to me is that I get a refund every time I delete something that was built. But I really don't want to be doing this. This is not the way I want to play the game. So if someone knows what's the issue in here, please let me know in the comments, so maybe later I can fix it, or in the next build I can be building the way that the game actually wants me to build. Let me move this a little bit further so I don't break anything in here. This one can curve a little bit, and let's fix the thing that I have already broken. Okay, and now we're going to see what's gonna be going through here, and we hope that we have something interesting. Something that we want to do is to lower the taxes, so people, right now people is happy to go through here, but we want to be somewhat realistic, and we want to lower the expense of this. Let me put the day a little bit brighter. In this area over here, we are going to be building something even different to what we have over here. Now let's change all the trees that we have in the main road, and maybe we can go with this one. Yeah, this goes very nice with the vibe of the city that we are building. We're going to be using this tree a lot. It comes with the new DLC, so it's a new vanilla tree. We can use it without having any mod, even though that if you have any tree that is in the Steam Workshop, we can use it. We can use any tree that we want, as you can see, but I'm gonna stick with this one. So right now we have plenty of space for residential, so people can come and live in here. Right now I'm going to work in other thing. There's going to be some mass transit option for the people that is living in here. Our first one that we're going to be using is the Tram, and one thing that we want to do is to work with that in post. Why? Because I'm going to change the type of tram that is gonna spawn, and if you do it with the game on pause, the tram are gonna start going out, and you're gonna have some problems with that. Let me take this road, place it over here so I can have it near. I'm going to be using this over here only for this one. Now we want to provide with some connection to this area over here. This is temporary, and now we want to go all the way to the other side, because we're going to be doing two separate lines, one for this side and one for the other. Gonna go to create a nice 5x5 curve in here, and then we're going to be building another. And right now those that know me know what's the next step. Yeah, this one. Now let me use the picker to use this one, because this is one way. We want to use it over here. To go through the fabric, because we're going to be doing somewhat like a loop in here. We're gonna have this one over here, and from here to here we're gonna have a two-way road for trams. Then we're gonna have a one-way road for trams in here to go from here to here. Then we're gonna be doing this loop over here, then come back through here and all the way back in here. It's going to be doing somewhat like a loop. Now let's pick this road over here once again. Let's use the picker, and we're gonna be building our first line. So we're gonna be checking us in a moment. Okay, now that we have this finished, if you could see in the time lapse, it's a pain to do this because we are using these roads that are one way for trams and two way for normal transit, and it's very hard because you have to be watching those small arrows over here for you to keep the way that everything is going. You have to keep the direction of the transit in order for you to be able to do the thing that you wanted to do. Now we're gonna be putting some stops. And now, right before we unpause the game, what I want to do is to select the tram and use this one because I like this one. This one looks awesome for me. And let's see, if I didn't do it like that, it will spawn normal tram over here, and then they will go all the way through the line and then come back. Right now we have the tram that we already want to spawn, and we don't have to do it once again. One thing that we are missing is to see how many trams are going to be in this line. We're gonna have 6 vehicles. I think that for now is too much. Let's leave it in 4. And now, as the episodes goes out, let's have a ride in the tram. Okay guys, it was a very fun episode to do. We're going to be seeing the results in the next episode. We're going to be doing the other stages. We're going to be doing the other part of the tram network that we're going to have. We're going to have one in the left side and one in the right side, so we're going to have too much people riding the trams. Oh, we almost crashed. And by now we're going to see what we have in the residential that we have already built. Since we have a lot of space for residential, we are not spawning too much. One thing that we need to do is to provide this guy with some security and health. Maybe in the other episode we're gonna be plugging some other stuff from here. By now, for now, this is going to be our episode. In the next one, we're going to be doing some other stuff. I hope you enjoy. I hope you like the way I build the new residential area. We're going to be doing some stuff like that from now on because we already have enough money to do it. So don't forget to subscribe, to hit the like button, the notifications, share the video please with your friends so you can help me grow, you can help me to keep doing these videos. So see you in the next episode.